Okay, so today we're going to find the equation of a line if we only know 2 points. And that's actually all you need to find a line, because if you have, 1 point down here and then another point right here or over here, there's only one line that's going to connect those 2 points. So if you have 2 points, that actually defines a line. That's all you need to know. So let me just explain how we're going to do this before we get started. Our strategy here is going to be first to find the slope. And we know the equation for slope. Slope is just y2. Hold on, let me get the right thing here. Slope is just y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And when we do this, we're going to get out a value of m. That's what the slope is in the equation. Y equals mx plus b. So we do this to find the slope. And then we also know a point on the graph. We know 2 points on the graph, but what we're going to do is we're going to find the slope, we're going to plug that in for m. Then we're going to choose one of these points and we're going to plug it in for x and for y. And once you do that, you're going to have m in this equation, you're going to have x in this equation, you're going to have y in this equation. We're only going to have one unknown. We're not going to know what b is, but because we know everything else, we can figure out what b is. And then once we have the slope and the y-intercept, we're done. That's the equation of the line. Okay, so let's start here. I want to find the slope first. So I'm going to do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now be careful because it's going to be 5 minus negative 2. So we're going to have to change up the sign. So we're going to do 5 minus negative 2. And then I'm drawing with the mouse here. I don't have my fancy thing today. And then we're going to do x2 minus x1, which is negative 3 minus negative 4. Okay, so remember, I have minus a negative. When I see minus a negative, I'm going to change that to a plus sign. So that's 5 plus 2 is 7. And then on the bottom, we're going to have negative 3 minus negative 4. Again, minus a negative, we're going to change that to a plus. So negative 3 plus 4 is 1, which means that our slope is 7 over 1, or just 7. Now, we're going to choose one of these points. It really doesn't matter which one you choose, but let's use negative 3, 5. I'm going to take negative 3, 5, and I'm going to plug negative 3 in for x. Remember, it goes x comma y. So I'm just using this equation here. My m is going to be 7. We figured that out. The slope is 7. My x is going to be negative 3. I'm using negative 3, 5, and the x value is negative 3. The y value is 5. And all I don't know is what's b. But that's okay because I can figure it out. So negative 7 times, 7 times negative 3 is negative 21. And plus b. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to add 21 to both sides. Plus 21 there, plus 21 there. And the negative 21 and the positive 21 cancel out. And I get b equals 26. Oh, hello. A cat came to say hello. Hello, friends. This is Alan. Alan, say hello to the people. B equals 26. So we actually have everything we need because we know that m is 7 and we know that b equals 26. So that's the equation of the line. It's y equals 7x plus 26. Okay. Okay, we're going to do a couple more of these, so don't worry, we're going to do a few more. Let me open up a whole new thing here. And let's get another one here. So let's do the points. Let's do the points 4, -2, and -4, -4. So we're going to do find the equation of the line through the points. What did I say? 4, -2, and -4, -4? Yeah, 4, -2, and -4, -4. And let me make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. Okay. So, what are we going to do? First things first, we're going to find slope. And slope equals y2 minus y1. So that's going to be -4 minus -2. Always remember, what does minus and negative mean? And then -4 minus 4. You guys can't see this, but there's 2 cats staring at me intently. I hope you guys are paying attention as much as these cats are. So -4 minus -2. Minus and negative means plus. So -4 plus 2 is -2. And -4 minus 4 is -8. We can reduce this. A negative divided by a negative is a positive, and 2 over 8 is 1 over 4. Okay, so now we have the slope. This is what m equals. So I have my equation, y equals mx plus b. Then I'm going to plug in one of these points. For y, goes x comma y. For y, I'm going to use, here, let me write out the equation first, just so we know what I'm doing. Y equals mx plus b. Y is -2. I'm just pulling it from this point here. It doesn't matter which point you use, I just chose this one. M equals 1/4, we just figured that out. And x is 4. Now, it does matter that when you pick a point that you keep the x and the y values together. Like, you couldn't use the x from this one and the y from this one. And then plus b. Now, I don't know what b is, but we can figure it out. So 1/4 times 4 is just 1 plus b. And then we subtract 1 from both sides. I'm going to kind of skip that step, but if you subtract 1 from both sides to get the b by itself, you would get b equals -3. And then we have everything we need. The slope is 1 over 4, and the b, the y-intercept, is -3. So the equation of this line is y equals 1/4 x minus 3. You could write plus -3, but I would just write -3. The y-intercept is -3. Wow, we're really trucking right along here. Okay, let's do one that's going to have some fractions in it. Like, let's say, I hope you guys are following along with this, because quite frankly, I'm doing an incredible job. Let's make sure my OBS is still recording. Okay, good. Find the equation of the line through the points. Let's do one with some hard fractions in it. Let's say -5, -1, and 1, -4. Okay, and let's make this a little bit bigger so we can see this. Okay, excellent, save. Okay, I'm going to do this one a little bit faster, or at least I'm going to try. So, first things first, slope. Slope is -4 minus -1. over, oh, too fast, I'm getting sloppy here, 5 minus negative 5. I'm just using my x values on the bottom. Okay, so 4 minus negative 1 is negative 3, because it's plus 1. And 5 minus negative 5 is 10, because minus a negative 5 means plus 5. So the slope is negative 3 over 10. Wait, is that right? Negative 5, negative 1, and 1, negative 4. Oh, I messed this up. Hold on. Cancel that. Actually, you know what? Forget it. Let's just keep doing it, because any 2 points you have, there's going to be a line through it. So it doesn't matter. I'm going to get some crazy answer with crazy fractions, but that's okay. So let's go to this equation, y equals mx plus b, and I know what m is, I know what the slope is, and I know 1 point on the graph, so I can figure out what b is. So I'm going to write, let's see, let's use negative 1. So I'm going to say negative 1 equals, my m is negative 3 over 10, x is negative 5. Okay, let's see here. X is negative 5. So in place of x, I'm going to plug in negative 5 plus b. Now, I told you this one's going to have some crazy fractions in it, but just bear with me. It's going to work. Okay, so negative 1 equals negative 3 over 10 times negative 5. So that's going to be, well, first of all, a negative times a negative is a positive. Negative 3 times negative 5 is positive 15 over 10, which we can reduce that in a second, plus b. And actually, 15 over 10 reduces to 3 over 2. And then to get b by itself, I'm going to subtract 3 over 2 from both sides. So negative 2 over 2 minus 3 over 2 is negative 5 over 2. So b equals negative 5 over 2. Well, that wasn't so bad. So yeah, I just actually picked 2 random points. Oh, I hope you guys can see that. Can you guys see that? Yeah, okay, good. So just picking 2 random points. I messed this up. I wanted to do a different point, but it doesn't matter. b equals negative 5 over 2. So the equation of the line is y equals, this is our slope, negative 3 over 10, x, and then the y-intercept, the b, is negative 5 over 2. And that's it. All right. Here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put up a couple that I want you guys to try. So, let me put a couple up here. So, let's see here. Let's do 5, 1, and negative 5, 3. So, find the equation of the line through 5, 1, and negative 5, 3. Okay, so that's one of them. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do find the equation of the line through negative 2, 2, and negative 5, negative 4. Okay, so let's pause the video here. Let's try to do these for a few minutes, and then unpause it, and I'll come back and I'll tell you exactly how to do it. So please pause right now. Did you pause it? You should be pausing it right now. Everyone should be paused and working on these 2 problems. Okay, now you've unpaused it. So I'm going to go through these really quickly. The slope, 3 minus 1 is 2. Oh, geez, hold on. 3 minus 1 is 2. And negative 5 minus 5 is negative 10, which means the slope is negative 1/5. Then we're going to plug into this equation y equals mx plus b. I'm going to use this point, so I'm going to say 1 equals negative 1/5 x, which is 5, plus b. I don't know what b is, but I can figure it out. Negative 1/5 times 1 is negative 1. So then I just add 1 to both sides here, and I get b equals 2. So the equation of the line is y equals negative 1/5 x plus 2. Okay, last one. The slope is negative 4 minus 2. Negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6. Negative 5 minus negative 2, that's plus 2, that's negative 3. And negative 6 over negative 3 equals 2. So the slope is 2. Then I'm going to plug in, I'm going to use negative 2 comma 2. So y, which is 2, equals m, which is 2, times x, which is negative 2, plus b. I don't know what b is, but we're going to figure it out. Okay, so we get 2 equals negative 4 plus b. Add 4 to both sides, and you get b equals 6. So y equals 2x plus 6. And now you guys know how to find the equation of a line through 2 points. And that concludes today's lesson. Excellent work. See you tomorrow.